all that gruesome? That's a cute little puppy, come on.
And as weird
and that's, oh. Interesting. I will add it to my list.
And as weird and inappropriate as it sounds.
Welcome to the show, motherfuckers.
But you know what I want to know? I want to know what this video is about. And I saw this video and I was like, that's interesting. I wonder how many of, shut up. I wonder how many of these anime I know. And the title of the video is These 10 dark anime will mentally break you. So of course, I had to check it out, right? I had to check it out. Just to see how many I know, how many I don't know, probably most of them, and maybe which one I should watch. And this is from the... It's not from the Anime Man, as the Anime Man is Animan. So, let's check it out.
So today we're diving into anime that are almost as dark as shows like Berserk 2016. Wait, scratch that word. Definitely not talking about that dumpster fire. I mean...
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. You got me there.
Honestly, nothing is darker than that mess. But if you're a rom-com fan, you might want to look away because today's list is all about the top 10 darkest anime that will absolutely wreck your mind.
Let's fucking go!
So buckle up, it's about to get a little intense. Let's dive in. To start off, we have Midori. There are dark anime, then there are darker anime. And then there's whatever the hell this is. On one side, you've got your typical dark anime, and on the other, there's Midori. A film so deeply disturbing it feels like it was never meant to be watched by actual human beings. Calling it dark almost feels dishonest. It's not just dark, it's a plunge into filth, despair, and psychological decay. Animated with the fury of someone who's seen too much and decided to drag you into their nightmare. The story follows Midori, a young girl orphaned and sold into a traveling freak show. But don't expect any twisted carnival fun here. What follows is a relentless barrage of cruelty and suffering that makes even the grimmest horror anime look tame. And honestly, if I tried to describe some of the things that happens here in detail, YouTube might just delete the video. There's no comfort, no catharsis, no redemption, just a slow, agonizing descent into hopelessness.
I'm already a big fan. I really love shows that wreck you from the inside, especially when the violence is senseless, pointless, and highly avoidable, and yet there's no avoiding it.
Unlike shows like Elfenlied or Another, which wrap their gore in style and atmosphere, Midori rips off the mask and shoves your face into the horror. It's raw, it's grotesque, and it will stay with you long after the credits roll. So watch this if you're only mentally prepared to do so. And really prepare. Then at number 9 we have Pet. Pet doesn't play by normal rules, it unravels minds. Literally. There is a show where memories are manipulated like clay, and the people who do it are emotionally broken tools of a larger system. The horror in Pet isn't about demons or ghosts, it's about losing control of your own reality, about forgetting who you are because someone else decided it was convenient. The show is dense, abstract, and unapologetically cruel. And that's exactly what makes it so disturbing. Every character is broken. Not in the dramatic, noble way anime sometimes romanticizes, but in the hollow-eyed, trauma-laced way that makes you wonder if they were ever whole to begin with. The show plays with the concept of emotional weight. Literally. This is an anime that doesn't just explore darkness, it carves it into the characters' minds and leaves them.
Okay, I don't know if that's me. And maybe I am mistaken, okay? But that's happening more and more often lately especially when I listen to videos, I get this feeling that they were prompted. Like literally, the pacing, the choice of words. I was watching yesterday a video of this chick, and it was like 2-hour breakdown of how Attack on Titan is the retelling, a twisted retelling of the Bible. And the similarities are fucking striking, okay? Are fucking striking, and a lot of them. But the way it was proposed, like in the choices of the words and the pacing and the examples, it felt like it was AI generated, like the whole prompt. Now, with this video in particular, I don't know, the Animan, I don't want to slander this guy, but also the voice sounds a little bit weird. So I am always like suspicious of things like this, but I don't know, maybe this whole AI shit like just carved a hole in my brain. But as soon as I hear the specific words or a specific way to explain something, I instantly in the back of my mind starts like that was the script of the video is AI. AOT, AI generated, no, the script of a video explaining something about Attack on Titan, not Attack on Titan itself. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about videos of people on YouTube that explain stuff like this video. That there are some things that, you know, like triggers. I'm not sure, I'm just doubtful. Oh, the video, lol, my bad. It's okay, man, it's okay. I'm also very shitty in explaining what I mean. Let's keep on watching. As I said, I don't want to slander this Animan. I don't know his channel, I don't know nothing about him. It's just something that I perceive.
And the audience bleeding. It's bleak, cerebral, and merciless. So give it a try and you might enjoy it. And by the way, the opening of the show was just absolutely phenomenal. Next at number 8, we have The Empire of Corpses. Now, the zombie genre has got to be one of the least explored genres.
And zombies are my favorite horror trope. Absolutely. Yes, it's a little bit overdone, but boy, I do love it. One of my favorite parts in Fate Zero was the whole backstory of that what was his fucking face of the guy, you know, the guy that was on the island, and then the zombie shit breakdown. That part was my favorite.
Because be honest, name one zombie anime apart from Zom 100, and don't you freaking dare say High School of the Dead. Because no one...
What do you mean, don't you dare, dude? What's wrong with that?
one watched it for the zombies. We all know those eyes were somewhere else. Alright, anyways, the Empire of Corpses reanimates the dead. Not for horror, but for labor, war, and progress. That premise alone should tell you how bleak this alternate history anime is. Set in a 19th century steampunk world, this film imagines a future shaped by Victor Frankenstein's technology, where corpses are wired back to life, stripped of soul and identity, and repurposed as tools. And who's the mastermind behind this? Sung Jin-woo? The film dives into what it means to be human by exploring...
Dives... I am extremely suspicious, guys. I am extremely suspicious.
What happens when that humanity is erased? And that is where the darkness comes from. Not in the zombies' gruesome appearances, but in the way society accepts their use without question. Soldiers, servants, laborers, all lifeless. All...
That reminds me, there was a movie that I wanted to watch because the premise was really interesting to me. It was about zombies, but they got cured. Imagine there was this big zombie outbreak, big chunk of the population got zombified, and eventually they found a cure that not only saved you from a zombie bite or whatever, they managed to save actual zombies from being zombies. So people would turn back normal. The problem is that they retain the memories of all the people that they devoured during the zombified state. And also, the people that survived the zombies were not really happy with those rehabilitated zombies. There was like big social strife between the two groups because the rehabilitated zombies were not welcomed And yeah, they were really, really interesting. I still have to watch it, but the premise was really, really good. So I like when movies or series touch on interesting subjects like this.
Silent. The world has normalized dehumanization, and the few who resist it are portrayed as mad, dangerous, or obsolete. This is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood without hope, but it isn't about zombies. It's about the death of dignity. So watch it if you're in the mood to watch something messed up. After that, at number 7, we have Gleipnir. Gleipnir is what happens when you take the body horror of Parasite, the moral collapse of Future Diary, and the not-so-family-friendly tension of Devilman Crybaby.
I swear to God, every time he has to... Every time it gives like three options. Man, I am super suspicious about this video. Hello, Jar Jar. Welcome to the show. We're watching 10 of the worst brutal or horror anime, dark psychological shit. Enjoy.
And mash them into something even less stable, and this anime doesn't tiptoe into the darkness. It cannonballs into it. At its core, it's about a high school student who can transform into a gruesome monster and the unstable girl who literally climbs inside him to...
Gruesome? You call that gruesome? That's a cute little puppy, come on.
And as weird
and that's... oh. Interesting. I will add it to my list.
And as weird and inappropriate as it sounds, it's just the starting point. Everything about Gleipnir feels...
Oh, wait, I think I saw her somewhere. She's batshit insane, isn't she?
Corrupted. The transformations are gruesome, the powers are unnatural, and every relationship is steeped in manipulation, desperation, or just pure violence. The characters aren't trying to become heroes, they're trying to survive long enough to understand what the hell is happening. And in the process, they lose whatever innocence they had left. The show presents power as a curse, identity as a mask, and morality as something negotiable.
See, it gave 3 more examples. Guys. I am 90% sure. But yeah, another dark anime I think is Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss is beautiful. It's beautiful. I watched it with my mod. Well, actually, my mod forced me to watch it. It was like, you're gonna fucking love this, and we watched it together. And I was like, this is beautiful. I love when an anime is super like cute and adorable, and then something horrible, awful, like absolutely terrible happens to the characters. Like, of course, I'm a big fan of Madoka Magica or Puella Magi, how do you want to call it? I really like watching people suffer.
The show never lets you forget how messed up these dynamics are, and it thrives on that tension. Gleipnir doesn't want you to feel safe, it wants you to feel complicit. It's an anime that stares into the abyss of teenage trauma, dehumanizations, and identity loss, and then hands you the camera. And if you're in the mood to traumatize yourself, well, maybe give this one a watch.
Yeah, it's definitely hyping up the horror, absolutely.
And at number 6, we have My Home Hero. Now, a disclaimer is needed here, because apart from being violent, this anime explores some pretty sensitive stuff. So, My Home Hero proves that the scariest monsters don't need claws or superpowers. They just need a reason. And a father trying to protect his daughter is one of the most dangerous forces anime has ever put to screen. The premise is simple. A regular middle-aged man discovers his daughter is involved with a violent criminal, and he takes matters into his own hands. What follows is a tense, methodical descent into the psychology of a man who is willing to burn everything for his child. Unlike most anime that explore crime or violence, this show doesn't glamorize anything. There's no thrill, just constant paranoia. It taps into the same unease that made Monster unforgettable. The idea that once you cross a line...
I muted myself. I was just thinking about Monster. I was just thinking about that. Because that's honestly hard to match. It's hard to meet that standard when it comes to like writing a villain. But premise seems interesting. I mean, with the right reason, you could justify the worst. Absolutely. Johan.
No matter how good your reason is, there is no going back. Every step the protagonist takes only digs the grave deeper, and you're forced to watch him scramble to cover his tracks while his sanity frays. And it's the most traumatizing thing this anime puts on you. The emotional toll, the anxiety is suffocating. Every interaction with the gang, every suspicious glance from the police, every lie told to his wife, each moment is a reminder that his life is one thread away from unraveling. It's the psychological pressure of Erased, but without the time travel escape hatch. There's no magic fix, just consequences. My Home Hero is a domestic tragedy dressed as a crime thriller, and it's devastating in its quiet rage. After that, at number 5, we have Reen, Daughters of Mimosine. God, I hope I didn't butcher that. But this isn't just dark in the action anime sense, it's disturbing to its core. This anime takes the concept of immortality and turns it into a slow-burning, centuries-long nightmare. The protagonist cannot die, and the world makes sure she regrets that fact in every possible way. This 6-episode OVA is brutal, hyper-violent, and steeped in themes of memory, identity, and the consequences of eternal life. And as I said before, this isn't just dark in the action anime sense, it's disturbing in its psychological implications.
Seems mild at best. From what I saw, seems mild at best. I've seen way fucking worse. But, interesting concept. I always like when they tackle the immortality aspect of life, like when they try to explore that in many different ways. So it's a 6-episode OVA, so I might give it a chance. Absolutely.
Every episode features the
Have you heard of that anime School Days? Rings a bell, but I can't bring it to mind. I will check it later to see.
main character being tortured, unalived, mutilated, regenerated.
Really unalived. Really, Jesus Christ.
Over and over and over. And the violence is not glossed over either. It's intimate, explicit, and treated as something both casual and horrifying. But the real weight of the anime isn't in the gore, it's in how the main character endures. Centuries pass, the world changes, but the
Hey, I also want to be kissed while they stab me.
trauma
That's so romantic.
lingers. Her immortality isn't freedom. It's a prison made of her own memories. Mimosine doesn't glorify suffering. It catalogs it. Cold, methodical, and relentless. It's not trying to thrill you or excite you. It's trying to leave a scar. And if you watch it, you might just get one.
I doubt it, I highly doubt it. Let's normalize mental health talk. Unalive. Dude, that's such a weird way to put it. Just say killed. It's a word. Like, are we really like Lord Voldemorting everything now? Like, oh, you shouldn't say killed. They're gonna unmonetize.
And here at number 4, we have Blue Literature Series. This show is darkness distilled into 6 classic Japanese stories, adapted into a deeply uncomfortable but beautifully animated anthology.
Like, it really pisses me off because, like, when they say unalive, words like unalive or grape or N-word, like, are you fucking cowards? Say the word, say the fucking word, say murdered, say, what was I? Say rape, say nickel, ne.
Each arc plunges into the mind of a protagonist breaking under the weight of depression, addiction, isolation, or self-hatred. There are no monsters here, only people. And that's what makes it terrifying. It doesn't exaggerate, it reflects, painfully. The animation style shifts subtly to match each story's tone. Sometimes sketchy and surreal, other times clean and almost sterile. But the emotional content never lightens. It's hard to watch, not because of gore or shock value, but because it presents mental illness, despair, and emotional breakdowns without apology or cushion.
That's my least favorite so far. Literally, that's my least favorite. One that I really enjoyed, and it was weird. It wasn't even horror. It was just hard to watch because of the sheer cringeness of the whole situation. What was it? Flower of Evil. What's the name in Japanese? Akunohana? Something like that. Man, that shit was amazing. It was animated weirdly. It was really weird the way they animated it. It was like... It reminded me of A Waking Life in the style that it was done. It almost seems like it was filmed and then drawn over. It was really weird. Akunohana. I think it was Akunohana. The opening song or the ending song, one of the two, I was obsessed with it. But man, like the situations were so charged. They were so charged. It was like, so fucking good.
There's no resolution.
If you like dark stuff, you should read Judica no Rokunin. I will. Judica no Rokunin. Let me copy this and paste it somewhere. Is it going to... Oh, yeah. Of course it does. I will check it out, man. I will check it out. I'm always happy to see new things.
No redemption arc, just the raw truth that not everyone survives their own mind. In a way, Blue Literature Series is the literary cousin of Welcome to the NHK, but stripped of humor. Each story reminds you how fragile people really are, and how terrifying it is when they shatter quietly. This anime doesn't just portray darkness, it screams it in a monologue, with a deadpan voice while the world burns softly in the background. So be sure that you're ready to watch this one, and be prepared that your mind might be messed up for the next couple months. And here at number 3, we have Shadow's House. Now there's something profoundly disturbing
This one I kinda know. Because I know the opening.
about politeness used as a weapon, and Shadow's House is soaked in it. At first glance, it presents itself like a gothic...
Because I think the opening for one of the seasons was made by... oh shit, I had the name in my brain just now. Was it Reona? I think the opening was from Reona. So... Because when I was doing the Daily Simp News, I would cover like every anime opening I could get my hands on, so I remember that from there. I didn't watch the anime, but at least I know it. I think that's the first one I recognize so far. Yep, Reona. Oh, Pac-Man, you know your shit, huh? Nice.
A mysterious manor, living dolls, faceless nobles cloaked in shadows, but this anime wastes no time making it clear.
Oh, it was the ending. Okay, my bad. I remember it was Rihanna though. I remember.
Nothing here is innocent. Every smile is rehearsed, every gesture is monitored, and every rule hides a deeper, crueler truth. What makes Shadow's House so disturbing is how calm it all is. It is the kind of psychological horror that doesn't need blood to be terrifying, just silence, secrecy, and absolute control. The dolls, who are actually human children, are told they exist to serve their shadow masters. But the deeper the series goes, the more it reveals that this is less about service and more about erasure. These kids are groomed to surrender their very selves in the name of perfection. The system isn't chaotic, it's efficient. Oppression is organized. Rebellion is suicidal. And worst of all, many of the characters don't even realize they're imprisoned. That's a rare kind of darkness. Something that The Promised Neverland did really well. I mean, we're not going to talk about season 2, so let's not go there. But this show is horror in its most elegant, calculated form. a psychological cage lined with velvet.
See, I dig that. I dig that very much.
Then in the second spot, we have ID Invaded. So imagine Psychopaths if the mental health warnings were more than
Oh man, Psychopath was so fucking good. Psychopath was so fucking good.
just
If this is anything like Psychopath, I'm already sold.
flavor text. ID Invaded is a murder mystery on acid, where the detectives are as broken as the killers they chase. The show weaponizes the mind as a crime scene, and what's inside is never safe or stable. The protagonist is a disgraced detective who can only enter these dream world crime scenes because he's a murderer himself. Every time he dives into an ID well, he loses his identity, becoming a fragment of who he once was. The horror builds not just from the crimes, but from the erosion of self. He's not solving mysteries, he's falling apart with every answer. What makes ID Invaded dark isn't just the murders or the mental decay. It's the system's cold detachment. The agency sends broken people into broken minds, knowing it will break them further. And it does. Again and again. But at the top spot of today's list,
Interesting. I might give that a shot also. There was this dark anime with vampires in it. I forgot its name, but it was Peak. With vampires in it. Wasn't it, fuck names. Why do I even try to remember names? There was also a game, very famous game. It will come to mind probably in about 3 days. But yeah, I also have one in mind. I can't remember the name. ID Invaded is sad. Sad in the sense that it will make you sad, or it's sad that it's so bad.
we have Heavenly Delusion.
I hope the first one.
This is the Promised Neverland on steroids.
Oh, this one also I know. Not because I watched it, but because I watched some clips of it. I remember the scene where he has to jump down to grab something for her. Yeah, it'll make you sad. Love it. Sold.
It's darker, grittier, and doesn't have a crappy season 2. This is what happens when you tear away the illusion of safety and expose the rot beneath. On the surface, it's a sci-fi mystery. Kids raised in a pristine facility, the outside world crawling with monstrous beings, but as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that this isn't just another post-apocalyptic anime. It's a psychological dissection of trauma, identity, and survival. The darkness here is layered. There's the literal horror of human-like monsters hunting the remnants of civilization. But the real terror lies in the systems of control and lies that shaped the characters' pasts. This series doesn't deal in simple shock value. There's a creeping dread that builds as the dark secrets about the facility and the children within it.
Oh, Jesus! Damn! This looks nice.
Surface. Identities blur. Memories don't match. People aren't what they seem. The lines between human and weapon, savior and monster, protector and manipulator keep shifting. But the heaviest thing was its emotional weight, the abuse and the cost of keeping secrets. It pushes boundaries, not for provocation, but to ask what happens to innocence when the world dies and the truth is poison. Heavenly Delusion doesn't just show a ruined world. It makes you feel the sickness in its bones. It's not about hope. It's about what you become when hope is gone. Well, that's the list for today, guys. If you were able to make it this far, please be sure to comment on which anime.
Yeah. I'm pretty convinced this was scripted by AI. Which, okay, again, there's nothing to, like, I'm not against it. The only thing that I notice is that everything starts sounding the same, okay? Because that's how AI talk, like, that's how AI writes. It writes the same, in the same way, so everybody starts sounding the same. And it's a little bit meh. But overall, a nice list. I think I got a few interesting things to add to my infinitely growing watch list. Oh damn, Marjun! Welcome to the... Oh boy. Welcome, you little fuck. Why? Why? Why you get my money? Thank you. You don't have to, but thank you. This made me remember Babylon, which is not overly dark, but the themes are very dark. Babylon. There's an anime about Babylon. I remember watching a scene from an anime that, like, okay, I was watching random clips and I see this bad shit insane scene where there was this, like, of course, anime waifu Angel, and she freed herself from some kind of chains, and then she started raging and destroyed some tower or some palace, something like that, with an overpowered attack. I was like, Jesus Christ, I want to see this, I want to watch it. And I started watching the anime and it was like, meh. At least the first episode were like, meh. It felt like a ecchi version of Chobits, but worse. So I don't know, man, I don't know, but Babylon. Oh, that's definitely not the same. Interesting. Here we add another one. Amazing.